This is Market Pulse USA, breaking down today's biggest business and financial headlines, fast and simple. President Donald Trump just made a dramatic shift in trade policy. While the tariff war with China is escalating fast, he's hit the brakes for much of the rest of the world, announcing a 90-day pause on higher tariffs for countries that haven't retaliated. But China? That's a different story. Trump has now raised tariffs on Chinese goods to a staggering 125%, accusing Beijing of showing a lack of respect. China fired back immediately, bumping its own tariffs on U.S. imports up to 84%. This tit-for-tat exchange comes only a week after Trump rolled out the most sweeping trade overhaul in decades, placing a 10% tariff on all imports and higher rates on what the White House calls the worst offenders. That list includes the European Union, Vietnam, South Africa, and more. They were originally facing tariffs as high as 100%, until Trump changed course. He said those who didn't fight back would get a temporary break. A flat 10% tariff stays in place, but the harsher penalties are on hold for 90 days. Markets went wild. Hours before Trump's announcement, U.S. government debt yields surged to 4.5%, sparking fears of recession. But as soon as the tariff pause was announced, stocks soared. The S&P 500 shot up 7%, closing the day nearly 10% higher. The Dow followed, jumping 7.8%. Trump defended the decision on Truth Social and outside the White House, saying he had to make changes because people were getting yippy. He explained that he paused tariffs for countries that didn't retaliate, but doubled down on China because they did. He still thinks a deal with President Xi is possible, but warns the days of the U.S. being taken advantage of are over. Meanwhile, China is not backing down. A government spokesman accused the U.S. of abusive and bullying tactics, insisting that only mutual respect will lead to progress. The World Trade Organization says things could get much worse, warning that U.S. China trade could fall by up to 80%, a hit worth $466 billion globally. Outside of China, other tariffs remain. The 25% import taxes on cars, car parts, steel, and aluminum are still in effect. The European Union, while on Trump's offender list, hasn't retaliated yet, which saved them from the harshest rates. But they are preparing their own tariffs, set to go live by April 15th. Canada and Mexico? They've avoided the 10% baseline entirely and are still exempt. Bottom line, Trump's trade strategy just took a sharp turn. Markets are whiplashing. The U.S.-China relationship is getting colder by the minute. And the ripple effects are spreading fast. This is Market Pulse USA, your go-to for business news, fast and simple. If you found this update helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more no-fluff financial news, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a headline. Got thoughts on the tariff war? Drop them in the comments, we read every one.